Hey Libra, welcome to your October 2024 monthly reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I do want to say if you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. If you click that link, it'll take you straight to my website, and then from there you can look at the different reads that I offer, and also you can purchase a reading. So let's take a look here and see what's going on with your Libra. All right, let's see here. A lot of water in this read. High Priestess, Six of Cups, Page of Cups. I feel like the Hangman is also water. Ace of Cups, Eight of Cups here. Interesting. Let's pull your Oracle cards and let's take a look here. You did pull the High Priestess here in the position of the good stuff. Also, the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is a card of healing. Also a card of forgiveness, reconciliation. So I definitely do see that in the good stuff here. We'll clarify, we'll get more on that. But I also think the Six of Cups represents simplicity, when life kind of gets back to being more simple instead of things being so, so complicated, so disappointing. Six of Cups is when the comfort comes back in, the sense of grace and the security comes back in. And this could be in regards to something particular. Kind of feel like it's something in regards to something that you're almost praying or wishing for here. Six of Cups is a good indication that your prayers or your wishes here will be granted. But that doesn't mean, not to do anything with your life, right? And just wait for that prayer to be granted, right? It's almost like the universe is going to meet you halfway, or your higher self is going to meet you halfway. Or you can say God's going to meet you halfway. All right, let's go ahead and jump into your Oracle cards, and then we'll jump into your reading. And, I do feel like this read, though, there's a big energy here, Libra, around like releasing and letting go. Could be an emotional attachment to something that you've dealt with, or it could be an emotional experience here that you're letting go of. Some type of letting go, surrendering, and then flowing into the next chapter here. It almost kind of seems to me like some type of new beginning. You are going to be having a solar eclipse, right, in your sign. I'm not sure what the particular date is. I know it's like the very beginning of October. So it's like this month is a brand new beginning here for you with the solar eclipse, especially with it being in your sign. You did pull this Black Moon Lilith card. It says mystery here. One thing I pick up on this card is I feel like there's parts of your being here that you're exploring here. And I think these parts of yourself that you're exploring, or these parts of yourself that you're connecting to, are almost parts of yourself that you may have forgotten about, or you may have kind of suppressed or denied or disowned. Like there's something about you really connecting back to that shadow and finding gold in that shadow here. And this is like a very visual reading for me. You do have the Nine of Pentacles here for the overall energy, which represents you being able to reap your rewards and your gains here from your hard work and your persistence, and also being able to enjoy your lifestyle, or just to enjoy your life and enjoy the finer things here as well. But my point here, I was going to say, with this Nine of Pentacles next to the High Priestess, the High Priestess is the gatekeeper to the underworld, right? And it's actually the Hermit that comes knocking, rather not even like in regards to the tarot. That's why the Hermit goes to the underworld. He has his lantern, right? And it's this process of self-discovery, or going into your inner world. And it's interesting, you even have this Deep Diver card that says diving into a task. So we'll come to that in a moment. But I think overall what I'm trying to say here is like you're really being forced inward here. Or you've been kind of being forced inward here to connect to a part of yourself here that maybe you've disowned or disconnected from, and you're being asked to like bring that part out here, right? And it could be the Six of Cups beside it. It's like your gifts, your skills, your own uniqueness here, and bringing your gifts out into the world, or sharing your gifts. And that's what I'm kind of getting here with this Black Moon Lilith card, mystery. If your intuition is telling you to explore some type of mystery here, I would do it. The High Priestess as well, in the position of the good stuff. High Priestess is the mystery. It's the intuitive wisdom that just kind of comes out of nowhere, that guides us, right? That helps us navigate things. So I definitely want to say, listen to your intuition. But I want to say, with this card being particularly in the good stuff, the High Priestess, there's almost like some type of gift you're discovering about yourself, or something here that you're going to be learning or exploring here, that there's a lot of gold in whatever this is. So we'll jump into your tarot in a moment. Let's get through your oracle cards, though. You did pull this deep diver card. This is diving into a task here. I feel like you're being encouraged here to dive into a task that you're dealing with this month, and just to dive deep into anything. Almost feel like Spirit's saying no, to no longer like live on the surface level. Like, now's the time to go deep with things, especially all this water. Like I said, you know, and even this card is a water card, right? Like deep diving, right? He's obviously, the person's diving into the ocean. And with this Page of Cups here, I see that you're inspired entering into the month of October. You could be inspired now if you're watching this before the month of October. But the Page of Cups is the muse, right? It's the inspiration behind some type of dream or vision. And we don't have all the answers, but we're being guided by our emotions. We're being guided by our intuition, because something here is inspiring us, or something here is inspiring you. And the Page of Cups is someone who follows that. And I think that's something here that you're doing. There is some type of resurrection energy happening, some type of rebirth energy. Again, you can point that to the eclipse that's coming in your sign, right? And the reason why I say that is because the Page of Cups has lotuses on his clothing. And lotuses are a symbol of resurrection, transformation, rebirth. And I'm gonna go even more deep with your reading. This is a deep one. That the Page of Cups, the fish in the cup, actually represents some form of newer consciousness, newer type of awareness that is springing forth in an individual, you. And it's like something here that is kind of new, that's entering into your awareness, and you're being encouraged here to explore whatever that is, especially if your intuition is saying, hey, we should try this, or we should do this. You pulled this. Remember, love is the key here. It says love what you have in your life right now. I feel like this is just a good indication to be grateful for the things that you do have in your life, even if they're tiny and small. It's like sometimes we can get so caught up in the negativity or the pessimism of life that we just lose sight of some of the great things that we do have. And that's the Nine of Pentacles. Like I said, the Nine of Pentacles, and we're going to go ahead and jump into your tarot. The Nine of Pentacles is enjoying the finer things in life, right? But appreciating the little things here that you do have in your life. And it's through appreciating these little things we get into an energetic vibration of gratitude, which helps us attract more abundance. And we don't have to have all the abundance right now to be able to attract abundance to us by cultivating an energy of gratitude, right? You can be grateful for anything. You can be grateful for your dog. You can be grateful for your plants. You can be grateful for having a roof over your head or having food. Just staying in that energetic vibration of abundance and not lack. And I think here with the Nine of Pentacles being your overall energy here, this is about you really getting back to doing those small things or connecting to those things in your life that do bring that sense of fulfillment, that do bring the sense of fulfillment, that do bring you that sense of abundance here. And like I said, it doesn't have to be big things. You know, the Nine of Pentacles is just about enjoying your life, enjoying the things that you have in your life, while also at the same time being motivated to create an even better life for yourself. And the Nine of Pentacles, you know, it is a harvest card too. You know, it is reaping your rewards and your gains here from your hard work. So, you know, if you've been doing a lot of hard work, or this is you, you know, really wanting to get serious about doing the work here that's necessary for you to be able to thrive, then the Nine of Pentacles is a good card that you will be successful, but it will require work and attention to detail and having to, you know, do those little things that will eventually add all up. Let's go back here. Let's go to the High Priestess here in the position of the good stuff here. I think also, you know, like I said, I think you should listen to your intuition here. I know you hear that from me a lot, but I think for you, it's imperative here, Libra. Also, the High Priestess and the good stuff is something here being revealed. It's some type of some type of secret, maybe, but not like secret in a way. It's like because something was hidden from you, but it's like some type of a knowledge here that you're gaining that's allowing for you to become more aware here. And we'll clarify and we'll see specifically what that is. But you do have the Six of Cups here, also in the position of the good stuff. This could be a reconciliation, healing, like I said, just things getting back to being more simple here. And also Six of Cups, you know, I just say earlier, it's like your prayers being answered, or your wishes being fulfilled. And so I also do see that. I think it's in regards to something particular here that you're hoping for. So, but like I said, yeah, this Page of Cups and the current energy, we've already touched base on that. You have the Four Swords right now. You know, the Page of Cups, I just think you're being guided to create, or you're feeling inspired here to move in a particular direction here. This Four of Swords is in your challenge here for the month. I think relationships are going to be the challenge here. Now, when I say relationships, I'm not talking about just romantic. It can be all relationships here for you, Libra. Libra, you are the sign that deals with balance. You understand the importance of balance, the importance of peace, the importance of fairness, diplomacy, and tact. And I think that's something here that you're kind of having to teach everybody else here, in a way, Libra. But also, it's like you're having to like remember that here as well. And maybe you're learning a deeper lesson about these things here as well. And I think that's that Four of Swords energy, because it is your sign. It is a Libra. It's Jupiter in Libra. And so Jupiter does deal with the wisdom, the lesson that offers the growth and the abundance. But there's a lesson. It's something to be learned, and it's in regards to Libra things. Relationships, fairness, equality, balance. So I think here throughout the month, your challenge is going to be making sure that you have all areas of your balance. Like if you notice the scale's tipping one way in one particular area, you know, tip the scale the other way by, you know, putting energy into the other area that's going to make things balanced. You did pull the Hangman here in the future position. And and I think here with this Hangman, this is some type of conscious enlightenment or some type of conscious illumination here. The Hangman, it does deal with delays and surrendering, but it's through the surrender, or what we think is a delay, that we become enlightened. Usually we don't know all the answers. It's kind of like we're disoriented. You know, we're trying to gain the full awareness, and that's a process that takes time. But I think here with the Hangman, it's like you're getting the enlightenment here. It's like your perspective is changing on something, or maybe something you could even be changing your mind here about something in the future. But with the Hangman here, you're learning a deep spiritual lesson at this time. That's once it's integrated, once the spiritual lesson is understood, it's going to change your perspective. It's going to give your life a deeper sense of meaning, or a different meaning here. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just like, but this Hangman is like you're spiritually evolving and growing, and your consciousness is expanding here. And I think once you get this illumination with this Eight of Cups, I think you're going to be able to easily detach from things that aren't in spiritual alignment with you anymore. That doesn't mean you have to like let people go. That doesn't mean you have to like quit your job. It can just be, you know what, emotionally and spiritually, like maybe I changed my mind about this, or maybe I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to invest my energy into that anymore. Whatever it is, the Eight of Cups is the signifier here that you're able to let it go, right? And you're able to move forward and move on. So you did pull the Eight of Wands here for your advice. I think your advice at this time is to be confident, believe in yourself. Eight of Wands is a Sagittarius card. Sagittarius deals with belief, right? Mercury deals with the intellect, our mindset. So believing in yourself, right? Having the right mindset, being optimistic here is your advice throughout the month of October. You know, that Four of Swords can be, you know, I think you're very wise, you're very intelligent, and I think at this time, especially in the month of October in your season, happy birthday, Libra. I said Lisa. Oops. Maybe some of y'all's name is Lisa. Somebody's name's Lisa watching this. Anyways, happy birthday, Lisa. You have this Eight of Wands here, and it's interesting too, because I think this Eight of Wands is now you have a chance here to. Because the Four of Swords can be sitting idle, sitting on the fence, meditating too long. It's like feeling like you have to learn more or explore more. The Eight of Wands is, no, I got the knowledge, let's go. I'm ready to implement it. I'm ready to go out there and see what I can do, right? It's full of hope, full of optimism. And that's what I feel like Spirit's wanting you to do, is like to reestablish the hope and optimism here, and allow yourself to be optimistic, allow yourself to have hope and faith, and to explore the things that you want to explore and have fun with what you're doing here. You have the Ace of Cups here in the position of something that you're unaware of, that you need to be aware of here. The Ace of Cups is saying, don't forget to fill your own cup. this month in October, right? That Four Swords being in the challenge is like Libra, sometimes you can't overgive, right? And the sun's going to be here in the south node. The south node's in your sign, right? We're having a solar eclipse in the south node. This can be codependent energy that is having to be managed and having to be redirected. That doesn't mean, like totally disowning things, but it's about understanding like maybe I'm giving too much in this area and I need to equal it out by giving back to myself. Or maybe I'm giving too much to myself and I'm being too much about myself and I need to give to others. Or maybe I'm spending way too much time on my job and I need to be spending time with my family, right? It's just about finding that delicate balance here that's going to emotionally and spiritually fulfill you in all areas here. But I do think there is something about peace and serenity here in your reading. And I think the one thing that Spirit's really wanting you to focus on, even if you go to this direction, Ace of Cups, Four of Swords, Six of Cups, all of this is like an indication of some type of deeper healing that's going on. And you have a Hangman here as well, Eight of Cups, Page of Cups. So there's this deeper level of learning and healing coming in for you in the month of October. And I think the challenge is really just taking what you've learned and then using it, right? That's really what I see the challenge is. But it's not like because something's blocking you. It's just about believing in your own knowledge and wisdom and understanding. All right, let's clarify your reading. Clarify this High Priestess. Clarify the High Priestess here. And the good stuff. You have the Seven of Wands. I think you're also gaining inner strength here and inner determination. But I want to say too, it's kind of like your inner warrior coming out here, Libra. I think that's the good stuff. One of the good things happening is like your inner warrior, inner warrior here, spiritual warrior. But I think all the good stuff here is like you're becoming more confident in listening to your inner voice, that intuitive voice. Like you're trusting that, you're believing in that more. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles here for the overall energy. You pull the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, I just think this month the overall energy here is getting back to enjoying the finer things in life, focusing on your own autonomy, right? Focusing on creating and building or sustaining the lifestyle that you have or the lifestyle that you want, right? Also being able to enjoy your rewards and your fruits from your hard work. And the Two of Pentacles here, clarifying it, is saying there's changes happening. The Two of Pentacles reminds us that change is inevitable and life is change. And so we have to keep up with the tide, the times, right? We have to keep up with the ever-changing tides. But I think here that you have the knowledge and the resources here, and I think you'll be in a good position here this month to adapt to change when change calls. Clarify the Six of Cups and the good stuff. Six of Cups, you have the High Priestess here, look at that. So again, some of you are going to be unlocking some type of psychic gift here, maybe some type of clairvoyant ability. I know I don't usually go into those. I know I don't usually say that a lot, but if I see it in the reading, I'll say it. That High Priestess Six of Cups is about your spiritual gifts, and the High Priestess Seven of Wands is about believing and owning your spiritual gifts, right? And so I think here that you're starting to find this deeper gift within inside yourself. It doesn't have to be like you're becoming psychic or something like that. It could be, but it's more so about understanding like what your unique gifts are that you were born with. And it's a rediscovering of those gifts. They were always there. Maybe, like I said, maybe you disowned them. Maybe you thought you weren't good enough, or maybe you just whatever, right? And that's that Black Moon Lilith card. It's like the parts of ourself that we disown and suppress, right? Because maybe they were deemed bad. But I think there's a deeper sense of desire here that you have when it comes to something. I think you're allowing yourself to be open and receptive to your desires. Clarify the Page of Cups. You have the Hermit. Oh, there goes the Hermit. I said the Hermit knocks on the door, right? So here he is. Yeah, it's like right now at this time, you're wanting to explore the deeper parts of your psyche, the deeper parts of yourself. You really want to go inward and connect spiritually. And I think at this time, some of you could be getting guidance from a mentor here, or maybe you want to be a guide and a mentor for other people, or maybe you are a guide and a mentor for others. You just have to pick whatever side of the coin you're on. But I think here that you're ready here to share and to explore here as well something that you know a lot about. But I think too, though, this Page of Cups, the Hermit, there's some type of like, there's spirit, like spiritually you're growing here. This kind of reminds me, Page of Cups, the Hermit, and the High Priestess energy up here. It kind of reminds me when like one is willing to go in their shadow, or one is willing to kind of explore the unconscious, subconscious, right? So that way they can find more within inside themselves and unlock their potential. Clarify the Four Swords in the challenge. You have the Fool card here. Yeah, the Nine of Wands, Hangman. I think your challenge here for the month, you know, the Fool card's wanting to leap into newer things, but the Four Swords is someone who sets idle, right? So I think your challenge is to spring forth into something newer, you know. That Eight of Wands is the advice, which is like saying go on the adventure. You did pull the Nine of Wands here on the Hangman for the future position in October, throughout October. Yeah, it's like just your old sense of self is being, there's a newer sense of self being born. There's a newer sense of awareness here that is happening here. And it could be a little bit challenging for you with the Nine of Wands, right? It could be challenging old beliefs, or you're having to break old beliefs here. You're having to really have faith. Nine of Wands as a process that you're going through could be testing your will, right? Could be testing your faith. The Hangman, it says, you know, surrender, you know, trust in God, trust in the divine, trust in the universe. Have faith that what you're doing will pay off, and also the way will be shown for you. Clarify the Ace of Cups in the position of something you're unaware of. Seven of Cups, and the Seven of Cups is desire. It's the power of the imagination. It's desire. It's us really wanting to explore and to go into a newer experience, or to open ourselves up to a newer experience emotionally. And that's that Black Moon Lilith energy connecting here again. It's like these deeper desires that you really want, and that you really want to create. And this is where I see you becoming more receptive and open to exploring these things, or sharing them, whatever the case might be. Clarify the Eight of Wands as the advice. You pulled the King of Cups here. King of Cups is all about being spiritually devoted to some type of cause, or just spiritually devoting yourself to something for the highest good. And I think that's your advice, is to devote yourself to something, or stay devoted to what it is that you believe in, and believe in yourself. Clarify the Eight of Cups. Pull the Queen of Wands, yeah, and whatever you're releasing, surrendering, letting go of, this is allowing for you to be able to walk more confidently, more boldly, more courageously with the Queen of Wands, and more positively. And I see you being in a good energy and shifting into a good energy. I think you're gonna be a lot more happier. You know, I think this Eight of Cups is, you know, we don't know if that's an eclipse here, with that moon being on the card, right? We are in eclipses, and eclipses do represent, okay, you know, a redirection, moving on, moving forward, entering into a new chapter. And I think this is symbolic of the eclipse, something here that you're releasing, letting go, and something new also that you're walking toward. But whatever it is that you're walking toward, whatever it is that is happening here with this Queen of Wands, I see you being optimistic, happy, and positive about the future. So that's what I got for you, Libra, in your October 2024 monthly reading. We'll leave your reading here. If you want to book a personal reading with me, again, that link will be down below in the description. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. And if you like the video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button for me. Otherwise, in that, Libra, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.